Hello, and welcome to another Mountain Blade Warband Let's Play. This is Northstar. I might have some issues with, I was getting a direct 3D crash I never got before because Microsoft does another bloody update. I'm so sick of it. They think it's the right to mess with, to constantly mess with the Windows architecture. Every time they do an update, they're messing with stuff they shouldn't have touched. I mean, you don't have any choice but to use Microsoft or Apple or like there's just tiny handful of companies and they're always messing with stuff. And of course, never enough apps that work with the Linux. Though I'm more and more tempted to just go. I've used Linux in the past. It's problematic for a lot of things, not working great with it, but it's gotten better, I've heard. So I may just have to because this is frustrating. Let's just do an arena run. If I'm going to get a crash when I go into a battle, I'd like to know. This is suggesting the volume in it. Ah, a little archery practice. Ah! And there I get knocked unconscious. Seems to be working fine, though. And as usual, the AI is all prioritized killing you. Until they... Yeah, look, all three of them, they're running from me. And not even... Need really high proficiencies to attack fast enough. Yeah, anyways. That's enough. The higher your proficiencies, like my two-handed is only 123. Only, air quote. I think the cap's at 255, so it's like almost halfway to the max. But yeah, or maybe that was attributes. Oh, God, I can't remember if it was attributes. It might have been attributes to cap 255, which would be insanely high. Either way, the higher your proficiencies, the faster you attack. Let's stop emit noom. Seems to be working fine. Maybe it was just a crash one time. Sometimes it does that after an update and then it works fine from there on out. If I find a mirror AM, well, I can't pan back yet, but someday. Trimbow, on the other hand. This guy is Kerrigan, though. What is a Kerrigan doing in Serenade Lands? Is there a war? Okay. There's probably a war. I should check that. I don't even have 66 dinars, really? That's a pretty good price for bread. I still don't have the money, unless... Could sell a pack of grain. Probably be losing no more than 14 dinars, but I could sell the pottery for... I'll just do that. It'll be fine. Completely broke now. There were the Swadians. That's it. Not the Kerrigans. Why is there a Kerrigan running around here? Huh. I can ask him. Why is he waiting? Meet again. Scouting around for the enemy. What enemy? They're not at war with anyone. He's hunting for bandits here, maybe? Weird. think I had to re-request because at one time I was a mercenary for their enemy. She is mother of Lady Zendina. This guy's Amir. He likes me. And I had this thought. Yeah, he likes me a little bit. Wants to deliver a message to Swadia. Count Montoir. Near this castle. I see. On the border with... What the heck? Dareem is controlled by the Saranids. That must have been captured. That's in the middle of Swadian lands. Surprised they managed that, since they've lost land to the Karagats, but the Karagats are a pretty good counter to Saranid unit types. The Swadians are not. Saranids, actually, their Mamelukes are pretty close in power to the Swadian Knights, but they also have a lot of horse archer type units, skirmishers, who do well at supplementing their Mamelukes and dealing with the Swadian infantry. You need an army with a lot of crossbows to counter that, which Saranids, actually, I think they have proper archers who are better than the crossbowmen too. It kind of depends on what lord ends up in what battle, but I can see how this could happen. But yeah, they captured the town of Dareem. That's interesting. Yeah, some people are like, oh, the Saranids suck. Well, they not really. Not if used well. It's not a terrible price for leather work. We got the money. I'll buy the flax. That's what I want. It does not hurt to get my hands on a little more money. Cool. So leather work. Buy flax. Go through all these villages and probably backtrack. Go. Actually, I could go around this way and hit that castle. That's probably a smarter move. In which case, I'll go this way. Grain's pretty expensive in Serenade lands. 27 for grain. How I could sell him grain for 29. I mean 23. Here, let's just see if there's anything I can do for this village, because they already like me a little. Not going through. I think that's a lake. It's dark, but that looks like a lake. Don't need to ride through the middle of it. Village others probably by the campfire. So yeah, I've got a kind of a rotation of games. I've been doing this. Rebel Inc. Yeah, that's water. Prep work for my Hearthstone 4 campaign I'll be doing soon. Needs 8 heads of cattle. Sorry, no. But soon, I am hoping to get to take the time to do a Alpha Centauri Let's Play, which I recently reinstalled. Reinstall on this computer. I had it on my my old computer, which has CD drive because I have the CD to get it over to this one. But I've done that. As far as I know, that's allowed with the digital rights property, digital rights, whatever laws on that older game. Some newer ones that you can't like ever copy the game more than 3 times, though I've done it less than 3 times anyways. I think that'd be this be the second time I ever copy it from one computer to another, because I installed it on an old pure CD drive. This is the second time I had a laptop that didn't have a CD drive. Anyways, yeah, I do own the CD, and I am ready to do Let's Play of that soonish. Let's get the guy is a footman, increases the rate of training up to veteran footman. When they're all ready, I'll probably promote them all. And I think I can train veteran footmen to serenade horsemen, which would be good. Da, da, da. I think I'd like to see these step bandits and the slave driver get used up. They're expensive. They have high upkeep for their stats. Whereas especially the female derived from like farm women, whatever line that goes huntress. Why is it showing them the huntresses are supposed to be wearing leathers? This is weird. It's a graphical glitch. But anyways, the huntress camp defender line, it's more cost effective than most other units in terms of proficiencies for upkeep and such. Though you have to go through more levels of upgrades. Manhunters aren't particularly cost effective either. They cost the same as skirmishers actually. But the proficiencies are only 50. Less than the Kurgit. 45 health, level 10. 46 health, level 10. One level power draw, one of riding. Power draw. Prisoner management, leadership useless. Power throw, which they actually use. Power draw, which I think they might use. 5 and riding. Oh yeah. Kurgit skirmishers are way better than manhunters. But lower tier cavalry are more cost effective. Generally, like low mid tier units are most cost effective. Not the lowest tier like recruits. They eat too much food. But like Rodok spearmen, serenade footmen, they're very cost effective if you have the party capacity for tons of them. Of course, not. That's only if you have very high party capacity. When you're at your cap, you want to upgrade units so you'll suffer fewer losses, because replacing losses is always way more expensive than having better units. Yeah. Particularly like Kurgit skirmishers, they're great units. Maybe not as cost effective as the Huntress line, but still good. But always use up the infantry before the cavalry, because cavalry don't slow you as much when you're going around the map trying to run trade like this to make sure you have enough money to pay your men. Money is, well, there's this ancient quote: "The sinews of war are unlimited money." I think it's like some Greek or Roman who said, but it's true. Pretty sure I can resell that bread somewhere. Bread and grain are considered new lands. There's not a lot of places to grow it, so you can usually make a profit. Make a profit even after my men ate 12 units of the bread, because knowing they'll do that. Buy some flax. Buy some dates. — 16 hours short. Guess I should have done a couple more rounds in the arena. What EA? Tempted to sell off one of these saddle horses. I'm not sure I'll ever equip any of my men with it. It's a little too fragile. Companions, they just get unseated from them. Oh, the pottery sells well here. Flax and dates, sell pottery. There we go. It's effectively 70-17 hours when I can't. I also want to buy pork from them, but yeah. Yes, the game treats dates as inedible. They're delicious. Date fruit is delicious in real life, like medjool dates. Especially those are really large ones, premium dates basically. But it's kind of a special treat. It's not something you can eat all the time because it costs so much money. Lady Isna, Northstar at your service. She's the wife of Emir Nuwas. Or I think this castle is Trauma Castle, right? But yeah, I was thinking, I got distracted, that I wish that if you asked about characters a lot, they would tell you, something more than just, oh, he's not trying to stay in the castle. I misclicked. That's fine, I guess. Wow, they pay a lot for flax. Wonder if a caravan just came through. Also, they have a lot of money. How? Sell them 2 flax so I can and buy the pork even, just so I can sell more flax. I don't expect to reclaim all the money in Derkuba, but some of it. It's like 28, that's like 64 each. Yeah, I got almost all back. My men and Ian some of the pork would have gotten all back. The flax sells very well here. Not the pottery, but I'm not surprised. Serenade lands tend to produce pottery and dates and flax, though sometimes flax and certain seeds sells well. Consume grain, bread. 32. 31 because it weighs me. Yep, sell them some grain plus I'm short on money. So now the money I tend to leave centered lands with a bunch of cheap pottery and dates and oop. Cool. Sometimes a little undersupplied with grain, like right now. I wonder what happened. My army ran out of food. Probably get desertion very quick. Never had that happen. That I ran out of food. First time for everything, I guess. But yeah. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Game I'm talking about Let's Play of. Still rated by some magazines to be one of the best or the best PC game ever created. It is a very, very good game. Although the graphics are old at this point, it's still a lot of depth to the game. Very fun. Of course, I'll probably not do it justice. My long COVID and the complexity of it. Oh, no. The Rhodoks might go to war with the Serenades, and I'm still in Serenade lands. It's no longer a truce anyhow. Better get out of these lands quick. Unless they get tracked down and captured. Lady Ifar. Brother-in-law of Emeritus. Wife of this guy. No quests for me. I do. Excuse me. Why is running from Northstar? Oh. They're at war with the Nords. The Rhodoks are currently at war with the Nords. I could track down and attack that caravan, although there is a merchant character. I can upset them. I don't know. People have posted about it. I don't know if I've never seen any gameplay significance of the merchants liking you. I don't know if there is any. And usually, like the Nords are currently hostile, but the relationship is supposed to reset after a peace is made. So let's give it a shot. You live and you learn, right? If you never do anything, never taking chances, you'll never see if I can't hunt this caravan down opportunistically. Probably have tons of loot, and I don't have inventory space for most of it because of all this pottery, but about to find out. I'm faster than them. Not much, but somewhat. Be warned, knave. This caravan is under the protection of King Renar. Stay out of our way, you will face this fury. Demand something from you. Gold and valuables. Toll for free passage. Got 161 dinars from bullying the caravan. Just money, and it doesn't seem to have. I don't see any you lost honor or. Let's see. Didn't. And I met King Ragnar. Maybe he'll be annoyed with me when I meet him for the first time. And there we go, ambushed. Oh, they're throwing stuff at me. Falling back to get further out of range. Throwing javelins into these guys' legs. Shoot, the guys with the javelins ran out of them. The only thing to do a swarm like this is knock them out quick, especially when they have crushing weapons that can crush through shields. And they took some dinars from me. The village doesn't. Oh, they can buy a little date fruit. Someone. That sucks, but what was I going to do? They were too well equipped, and my equipment isn't great. And I'm invested in skills that help my whole army instead of just my character. Some days I'm faster on the draw than others, but I don't think I could have won that regardless. Interesting there's gaps here because I don't recall visiting this town recently. Is it not reset since the last time I was here? Only gaps. Did it try and spawn something that was somehow invalid? I don't know. Computer's lagging a little. That's concerning. Hold on. Can't figure it out. Probably something with Steam running too many processes or God knows what. Oh, that'll have to do. I gotta find somewhere to buy grain soon, or my army will starve, though. Is this? Oh, I'll visit Hoon here, and then I'll make my way to Swadian lands. Maybe I'll stop by Nara. They pay well enough for pottery. Wool's a bit overpriced, but if I sell pottery and buy wool, probably make most of it back. You know what? No, that's dumb. It's not that high a price. Someone pottery. 122. I'll probably lose about 10. Given that the more pottery you sell, the lower the price gets. I'm probably making around 10 more on the pottery than if I sold in the city. Yeah, break even, more or less. But the wool weighs less than the pottery. Sarah needs to control Cura as well, which was conquered by... Cura keeps changing hands between all these different factions that have no business owning it. The Gears have done poorly in this game. Yeah, let's stop by Nara. Maybe there'll be a tournament if I'm lucky. If I'm real lucky, one I can win. Hard Blade, Minstrel, Ransom Broker. Don't have any prisoners. Not gonna... Well, that's a really high price for wool. Guess I can turn that wool around instantly. Sell a little pottery. Price isn't great on it. I have tons of pack animals. Sell one. Price in that wool is so good, I'll go buy some more. Sell them some more pottery. Price is kind of up on it. Nice. Base price of wool is 100, but Nara is paying through the nose for it. I assume they have a... considered to have a business that makes wool cloth. Yep, it's actually cheaper than normal wool cloth. Probably make a slight profit selling this somewhere else. Buy a bolt of wool cloth for 207. Base price is 187, but I've definitely seen it places they'll pay more than 207. Cheap flax. Cheap dried meat. Cheap honey, if I want to risk my men might eat it. Good price in the wool cloth. Profit already. $121, $127 on the honey. Try and get the Nar before my men eat any of the honey. Profit already. Sell the meat. Stop as a goosh. Sell a little pottery. Almost out of army. Gotta find someone that's selling grain. It's the first time I've had this problem in ages. Here we go. Grain for the army. Ah, they have money to buy pottery. pay very well. All right, Raduna. Winds of the Gears. Unbearable poverty, which usually means they don't pay well for stuff. But that's incredible price in pottery. So leatherwork for pottery. It's actually a good deal. To overpay for the leatherwork so I can get like an extra 80 on pottery versus where I might sell it otherwise. All right. Choose the castle. Anyone here? Nope. Not even a lady. Empty. Figure archers. Marksmen. The figure marksmen are supposed to be very good longbowmen. Alright, to Amir. Which has been captured by the Saranids. Cheap bread. Pay well for stuff, but they don't. Pottery and flax, but they don't have any money. Bread's almost like the price that some places even pay for grain. Very cheap. Why is the party morale so low? Oh, from recruiting those bandits earlier. They're still annoyed about recruiting the step bandits. Well, the guy lost, I think he cost 15 dinars upkeep. Probably not as cost effective as the bandits, so. Cool. Besides not being a fan of slavery, obviously, and slave driver being a reference to that. Step bands are actually more cost effective. I better upgrade all these guys so I keep getting these. More of them can become better in spearmen. I need that before a fight. More dirt, cheap bread. The village has no money to buy anything. Given the prime morale is below average, I'm not going to recruit more people. The larger your party, the lower morale is. More cheap bread. I think the idea being that people will fight harder in a small, close-knit party. The game even says something like that in one of the hints. Because I'm running so low on food, I'll buy one grain at 32. Explain what I'm talking about. Party morale report. Base morale 50. Party size minus 57. That's one per person. Leadership. Leadership skill wise, you have a larger party. It actually counteracts the the morale from a larger party. Food variety, wage debt, because I guess I'm got a little behind on wages at some point recently. Recent events. So yeah, leadership adds 15 to maximum party size by 36 to morale. So leadership will outpace the party size, but renown and charisma, which you need for leadership, add to party size without increasing morale. So a famous warrior might be able to have a large army, but people will be no happier fighting for him and actually over time. Ooh, a siege. I'm hostile currently with the Swadians, I think. No, just the Nords. So I can't get involved if the Red Ox went to war with Swadia. I'm 98 behind on wages. That will get paid off, and then my morale improve in the future. So I don't know if you could do a cough. So I could get involved in the siege if I'm hostile with one of the sides, even if I'm neutral with the other, but the Nords aren't involved in the siege, so no. It's none of my business. Right, let's stop by Snugstad Castle. And the Marshal wants me to join up with them to go. There's no real consequence for failing that quest, if I remember. I don't think it hurts their relationship with the Marshal. They could be wrong. But if you join up with them, I'll give you a little quest, sometimes like to gather cattle, which is expensive, and you get experience for it, but it costs you a bunch of money. Anyways, let's find out where Count Monnoir is. I think this is his castle, but he's probably not in it. Nope, no one here to ask. Darn it. So number of prisoners. It's worth noting you can actually try and raid prisons. I don't think there even have to be nobles in it, though that's usually when people do it. You could do it to free the prisoners and recruit them into your army, I'm pretty sure. It's a way to get farmers and peasant women, bandits and caravan cards and looters, but yeah. Like I'm gonna need to go to Uxkhal eventually to liberate my companions. Eventually. Need to find someone who knows where Count Montevar is. My character tried to path over the cliff. Annoying. He was pathing around it correctly before. Ah, paid off the debt. Now, my party morale is no longer affected by debt. And recruiting those bandits is decayed. It's only creating -10 instead of -11 morale. Still low morale, though, for the army. I might need to take a level of leadership soon. Pay well for pottery here. Not sure I want to buy the... well, actually, chicken for pottery is a good trade-off, usually. Well, no, they can't pay full price. That's 6 off. It's like 89. Yeah, it's not worth it. Still sell 1 pottery 406. Uh, visit the village of Chide. A village in unbearable poverty thanks to war. You know, war sucks. It's not good for the economy in our own world. Pay well for bread, so I'll sell them a bit of bread. This idea of war is good for the economy is a load of nonsense. What it does is it concentrates wealth in the hands of a few very rich people quite effectively, but and there is the quote benefit of if the government's doing deficit spending to fund military spending, that always produces a temporary, what economists call a sugar high in the economy. To emphasize the way if you eat a bunch of sugar, you get a high, but then there's a crash. Huh. Nord's passing right by this village. They will attack me if they can. Some of them are fast enough to catch me. Might want to stay in the village until they're past. Since this army of Nords came out of nowhere. Come on, let's let the village. Oh, I can't wait here for a night. Shoot. Get the heck out of here. Yeah, they're uninterested in me, despite being hostile. Alright. Whoop. Halt. The odds are not in your favor today. You may fuss, but there's no shame feel now. Darn it. So I might fight for a little. And then I'm gonna have to leave. I didn't upgrade my men before this because didn't realize I was about to Stairhand, there's something I must tell you in private. Uh, 17 soldiers to stop them from giving chase? No, that's way too many. Frick. I do not need another Northstar captured yet again. Rebuild your army kind of thing. Infantry will charge in, but I didn't want the cav to follow me. Most of them can't keep up with I think this is a freaking heavy course I'm riding, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see him on the map. They got a lot of crossbows, all messing with me. Landed one of those javelins. One. Didn't do much. Ow. Catch lance damage. Gained not one but 2 proficiency. That didn't work. Let's focus on these guys. They're messing with my army. instead of the guys who are chasing me. Nords don't have amazing cavalry or archers, but or any cav that I've seen yet. Still have some crossbowmen at least. Failed to get a couch lance hit there. There we go. 104 damage. Leveled up. I think everyone else has been unhorsed. I wonder if there's any surviving soldiers. Should probably get the heck out of Dodge. Yes, I want to retreat. Yeah, I know. I was wounded. Some people will be annoyed I did this. Dislike me from retreating from the fight. Upgrade those people who can still fight. It's not going to help much. Single camp defender. 4 Kargat skirmishers. All my companions are wounded. We have 39 surviving men. It's not a particularly fast army, so I think I can outrun them from here. Hopefully. I need intelligence because leadership. Oh no, I don't have. Some people like to rely on companions, but companions get wounded a lot unless you put them at the bottom battle order, in which case you won't get to use them. Fight. I want to take a couple points of pathfinding. Yeah, I'll do charisma because I want to get another point in leadership. In the meantime, point and trade. I already have people with more when I'm actually doing the trade. Point inventory management. There we go. Take advantage of all that intelligence. Less. Oh wait, I could take power throw too. That's probably more important right now. So I can throw the Druids. Yeah. Power throw, charisma. Take point It's an archer and crossbows for tournaments, but a little skill in throwing. Druids also make better pole arms if I throw 3 and save 1. But I found throwing stuff not particularly effective, and time-wise, you get shot by arrows, so I'd rather spend a shorter time throwing harder hitting javelins and more time to stab stuff. Druids are essentially harder hitting javelins. A little slower to throw, but much harder. Cool. Party size limit is now 60. Not that I'll actually be doing that. Alright, I need to get the heck out of here. Yep, I'm faster than him, so I can outrun him, as long as I don't try and turn too suddenly. I want to gradually... Oh, geez, forest bandits to decide they want a piece of me. I have, just looking at the guys I currently have who are combat ready. Yeah, I'm gonna need Carrot Horsemen. If you look at their stats, they're incredible. Well, no. It's the next level. Their Lancers are incredible. These are just all 14, the Horsemen. Horsemen, or Lancers are like level 50. It's... Anyways, yeah, because I'm going to go into battle. I want as many high-quality troops as possible. That was enough to make the forest bandits. Oh, they're running from the other guy. Okay. I wonder how long this guy outchased me. All the way to Uxkhal? Maybe. Yep. He gave up chase. Good. I'm already going to take shit from everyone I meet about running from that fight. But it's difficult to reassemble my companions every time they get captured. Why is this guy following the farmers? Oh, the Serenades are war with Swadians, of course. So they're trying to attack them. There's Count Delon. Defound Count Montoir. Maybe someone here knows. There's a lady in the castle. Or two. Hey, Bella. Lady Magar. Anyways. Count Manoir. He's at Snooze Dog Castle. Which is back there, and I was there before and he wasn't there. These Serenades are about to get trounced. Interesting. Saving guy in Vintel. And what I need to do is to raid the prison to free my companions if I don't want to pay money for it. It's cheap bread. Oh, they pay well for pottery. Very well. Funny thing is this bread will magically teleport if like I get captured. Usually you lose a percentage of the stuff you have, but not everything. You also lose a percentage of your money. So you might as well still buy stuff that's a good deal. My character isn't quite full health yet, though. I should upgrade these footmen to veteran footmen. So they can train into horsemen soon. I don't know if I'll have to get out of town quick, but you know what? I'll just try to the prison, if I remember, is right outside the castle, usually. There's like a guard staying near it. Maybe not here. Depends on the... Where is the castle prison? Come on. Here we go. The dungeon. Doors locked. You have to face. Who is imprisoned here? Currently no one. Wait, what? What happened to my companions? They were in prison here before. Did they get moved? They were definitely here before. I guess they got released from prison. He made his way to Verkeg and Suno. Huh. Came to rescue him finally, and it's too late. Well, Suno's there. Verkeg is... Alright. To Suno it is, then. After which it'll be time to, we cut the stream. Oh no, another Nord army. And he gives chase. He won't catch me. So go the long way around. People with village farmers, it does upset the village, so I'm not going to mess with these guys, even I probably could. Wounds.
We'll have our pay. We'll have our fun.
Force bandits. I outnumber them. I have better quality men. That's what I get for fast forwarding. You know what? I'm going to cut the video here. I will see you folks in the next one, because this is already an hour and 5 minutes. And something to look forward to, a fight. So wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu.